Hi, my name is Azaf Ali, and I'm going to be talking about what it means to be a human in the post-apocalyptic cyberpunk dystopia, which is also my research paper topic for this semester. So that's a mouthful, but while watching and reading some of the movies in text from the post-apocalyptic genre, I noticed that the ones that incorporated this idea of a cyborg or an android shared this common criteria of what it meant to be a human. This sent me down a spiral of researching in philosophy, and I noticed that this common criteria directly intersected with the humanist theory, which entailed that there's a clear boundary between human and machine, because human nature is something which is unattainable. And this also led me towards this rather newer idea of post humanism, which directly opposes humanism. And it says, along with its more specific branch of anti humanism, it entails that since human nature is a flux of perspectives, anyone or anything which was not human before can assume personhood. This led me to formulate my thesis after cross analyzing this idea across text, which I now state as that the salient line that divides our definition of human and machine emerges conveniently in order to retain the ones in power. And I have a couple of main arguments that stem from this thesis statement. The organic human's ability to be a person is open to interpretation and much more flexible in contrast to the inorganic machine's ability to be a person, which is much more constrained and rigid. And the structure of saying whether the other being is a person or not, it's very biased towards the ones at the top of the food chain because it keeps them where they are. And this is primarily a result of a very humanist position that says that humans are at the center of everything and they hold up the universe. I'm going to be analyzing these main arguments in context of my primary sources. The first one, the people of sand and slag. In this short story, a trio of superhuman face the ethical dilemma of killing a dog, which they do so and evolve into something much far from our definition of a human. Yet, since there is no being that directly contests their ability of being a human, that directly contests their humanity, they are absolutely fine with adopting the idea that personhood is fluid. In contrast, in the Blade Runner, when the androids or the replicants start developing emotions, this directly contests the creator's humanity because humans prize themselves on being exclusive and developing, and a machine developing emotions is going against their exclusivity, which is why they are retired at the end of their 4 year short lifespans. My paper will also be raising some of the wide implications of this idea. Take, for example, a thought experiment. How do you know that I'm not a robot? Well, your reason would probably be like, you know that you are a human. You know how humans behave. You know that I behave in a similar way to a human. Hence, you conclude that I am a human. What if I was a very intelligent robot that surpassed this behavior test? Would you still consider me as a friend? These sort of questions are raised in bioethics and moral philosophy more recently today because of the advent of technology and the progress in artificial intelligence and genetic engineering in specific. And I will also be engaging two secondary sources to support my claims and provide context. The first one, the problem of materiality in Paolo Bacigalupi's The People of Sand and Slag, provides several but correlated definitions of post-humanism and argues that that adopting such a pure post-humanist position allows us to better see the division between human and non-human. The second one, more human than human, flattening of effects, synthetic humans, and the social construction of maleness, brings up this conversation of how we can even start to think how the other being is a person or not. These are my works cited, and I look forward to seeing your ideas and exchanging questions over discussion. Thank you.